Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. We pick up this challenge in the third quarter with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. You're trailing by 2 points. Your opponent... They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
And I'll guarantee that his goal is to just tamp things down a little bit. Pump the brakes, so to speak. Grind out a few first downs. Let his team get settled, because giving up a kickoff return for a touchdown, the opening play of the game, that's going to rattle people just a little bit.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Michael Vick. Steps away to his left. Michael Vick, he's going to go. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Throwing, Vick. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
19 Tiger.
Vick now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll give Henry another shot. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Vick, 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Maurice Hurst with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading them out will be the 4-time Pro Bowler, the 2010 Comeback Player of the Year. At quarterback, it's the dynamic Michael Vick.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And Vick's throw there incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
It's a play fake. Now Vick flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This now a 3rd and 4. To throw, Vick. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
Here we go. Check. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
So here's Vick following the interception. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Vick to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Returnable here from the 38. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. A first down throw coming for Vic. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Come on.
First down, Vic. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now here's Vic. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Seahawks send out their punter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Pulled in at the 24. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ballgame. First half in the books. You're watching. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Vic operating on first down, escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Vic's throw taken in by Sutton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Pacheco headed right. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is going to give himself up on a play that really turns out to be a disaster. A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever.
Ready.
Again, it's Pacheco. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Vic readies to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Vic. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Michael Vick taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Let's go. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Ready.
Pacheco will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check. Pat the 60.
Here's Vick. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Michael Vick in the offense. Down by 8. A minute 55 remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it first and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Vick's throw into the hands of Kirk. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. And Vick's throw there incomplete.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. He has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Michael Vick finding Hardman. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. That throw by Vick incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Vick, and he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Vick to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Come on. Set.
Despite the late lead, Vick's going to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver. And off we go from Denver. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So what can Vic do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for the two-point conversion? They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. And you talk about coming out and making a statement. Not only do you return the thing to the house, you go for two and get it.
And how about how the rules have changed starting with the 2015 season where you could go for two from the 2-yard line instead of kicking it from the 15? We thought that would promote more aggressiveness. We saw it right there.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension. Defenses when he puts it all together.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Manziel. Eluding the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's fielded at the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position.
And bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal, have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Vic on 4th down. And he's caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Michael Vick. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first. There he goes, left side, across midfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Johnny Manziel, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point.
And that trims the lead down to 9.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Well, he bought as much time as he could there, but eventually his clock expired.
It certainly did, because they were bootlegging him out of the pocket, and I think he had some indecisions whether to run or throw. And that indecision, it wound up costing him in a big way.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 3. From the gun, Vick. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Vick. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Check it.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco once again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and make touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now, before we get to our next drive, oh, my goodness, folks, the big one is coming. No, not the Super Bowl, but the $1 million Madden Bowl, the crown jewel of the Madden Championships. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Manziel. They set up the screen for Henry. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Manziel. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And he's able to break out at 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
To throw, Vic. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Ready, set. Ready, ready.
This will be the final play of the half. Vic. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Time for a break. We're
getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now a 2nd and 6. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Take it at the 37. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Vick will look to throw on first down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
At the 17-yard line.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
Loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll try the right side with Henry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week to try and take.
He's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
He's got room to roam.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Shifts past him at the 45. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Here's 1st and 10. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Vic to throw on 4th down. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he's out right at the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now Michael Vick. Flush to his right. Oh, good move. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Vick. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.